Hello everyone, my name is Shelby, and today I've been asked to show how I do my winged eyeliner. And I know a lot of people have a lot of trouble with this, but I am actually one of these people, and I do think that eyeliner in general is quite difficult to do, and it just takes a lot of practice. So what I personally like to use, and I found this to help me dramatically with doing a winged eyeliner, Maybelline New York EyeStudio Lasting Drama Gel Eyeliner 24 Hours in Black. And it basically comes in this little tiny tube. It looks like this. A gel eyeliner is basically just almost like a moussey texture, so that if you can see this, when I dip my brush into it, it kind of sinks into the product and gets all over the brush. So for today's look, I will actually be using the brush that come with the eyeliner, but if you don't have this particular gel eyeliner, any small precision brush would do. So what I do is I first dip it in the eyeliner, so just get the eyeliner and dip it. So one trick that I like to do is, I'm on my computer desk right now, so I like to set my elbows on something, so I'm putting it on my computer, you know, the part that pulls up for your keyboard. So this just helps almost keep your hands sturdy, so you're not like shaking or doing anything crazy. So first, I like to start from the outer corner of my eye and work inward. Tends to flatter most people is to have a thicker line towards this part of your eye and slowly get thinner as it goes into your inner eye. So first we're just going to line the eye. So to start this, got some product on my brush. I can't do this without pulling my eye. I know that it's not good to, and I know that you shouldn't, and if you can do this without pulling your eye, that's great. Do that, definitely recommend it, but I am not one of those people, and my eye jitters a lot when I do a eyeliner, which is one of the reasons I can never get a straight line, so bear with me doing this. But start from the outer corner, and I work my way in, and as you can see, this gel eyeliner is very, very opaque. One little swipe there. It's definitely opaque, so as you can see, that's quite a thick line. And before I do anything else, I actually like to match it on my other eye. So I'm going to do the same thing. The thickness of this is almost like the natural thickness of this brush, so I don't find that it's too difficult to get the outer corners done. The inner corners is definitely another story. Eyeliner is very tricky to do, and if you can see on my right eye here, I do have a bump, but you almost can't notice it once you put on your mascara, so if you do get bumps, don't panic. If you're too worried about it, you can just get a normal Q-tips or a cotton bud, they're called in the UK. Just one of these. Wait for a second for it to dry, and then just basically rub this on the end. So now you can see that little bump is gone. Now when you start to work on the inner corner, you need to work a lot slower, and you need to almost really focus. And since this brush is so thick, if I almost push it down into my eyelashes, the top, it almost uses half of the brush on the actual eyelid, so it does create a thinner line. And you just need to blend this into your thicker line. So what I like to do is I always work from right to left. So I fix that little line there, and as you can see, it is starting to get a little thinner. And just work very slow, like I like to work in sections. Just move my brush back and forth until I get the desired opaqueness that I like on my eyeliner. So okay, now you can see that from the inner corner to the outer corner, it's thinner on this side, and it does gradually get thicker. And you can definitely tell this with my eyes open. Now, some reason whenever I do my inner corner, this little bottom bit gets some black on it, so I do like to take a Q-tip and just kind of wipe that away. So now I'm going to do the other eye very quickly. Now how I create my wing, this is almost kind of difficult to describe, but a lot of people I know say that if you took a finger, or even this brush, something flat and straight, if you put it on your lower lash line where it starts to go up and match it with your eyebrows, the end of your eyebrows, that is how your line should be curved for a wing liner. I'm not sure if this is my eyebrows because I have very, very thin eyebrows, but I find that almost looks to be too pointy, if you know what I mean, like it's too sharp of a point. So I actually like to extend this, so if I was to do my brush like this, I like to almost do mine about that sort of an angle. So again, I try and take a tiny bit of product on the brush because I'd rather it be not as opaque but let me go over it so that I can get a precise line rather than having too much and it being too dramatic. So I start from the bottom and basically I just kind of put a line there, and I don't personally like to wing mine out very much. Okay, so basically I have a line now extending from the bottom part of my eye, and I have my eyeliner which ends here. Get a tiny bit of product and I want to connect those two lines. So okay, I kind of mess it up. My brush is a bit too thick at the moment. I haven't done this quite right. Now I personally like my winged liner to look like that and almost blend it a little bit more on the top, so I'm going to just take this black, just fill in this gap, and there. So that personally is how I like my winged eyeliner, where it connects as a solid line and creates a thick, smaller wing at the end. If I do the other eye, and I always find that I have problems getting them even, so if I look at myself in the mirror at the moment, this one looks a tiny bit longer than this one. I don't think it's too close or like too different, but it is different. I kind of think of my winged eyeliner as my eyebrows. Your eyebrows are not twins, they are sisters, so they're not going to look exactly 100% alike, but they're going to look close enough that most people wouldn't notice if they were looking directly at you. What I like to do to finish up this look is I want to grab a black eyeshadow. Personally, I like my Storm palette. I'm a very, very big fan of the sleek palettes, and Storm happens to be one of my favorites. I just take the matte black shade, which is this shade right here, and to take a small brush that looks like this. Very, very similar to my eyeliner brush, sorry. This one is the one that I want to use for my lower lash line. So I'm going to grab that matte eyeshadow, the black, on this shader brush, and I'm going to start from the outer corner. I'm going to bring this in. Now, I have been loving a thick black line under my eyes, so I may make this a little bit thick, but if you are not comfortable wearing this, because a lot of people aren't, don't feel bad about it. Just do whatever you're comfortable with. So I'm going to do that on the other side now. Okay. Now this may look a little crazy, but I will be adding some eyeliner also to the inner rims of my eye, the waterline. So my Maybelline EyeStudio Lasting Drama Gel Eyeliner. I like to use this on my waterline. Now, I'm not 100% sure if you're meant to use this on your waterline, but I find that when I do use it, it lasts all day. I've worn it for over 12 hours in a row, and it's not, basically it just smudges on the outer little bits. Like, as you can see, that really makes a big difference. After that, I like a little bit of inner corner highlight. Now, not everyone likes this, so don't worry if you don't, but if you do, I'm going to use my Storm palette again, and I'm going to use this shade right here. I'm going to take my brush, get a tiny bit on, so I got a little bit. I'm just going to dab this on the inner corner, not too much, just give it a little highlight. I'm going to just curl my eyes. Today, I've been loving this NYC mascara in City Curls. Now this only cost me about £4 and I wasn't really expecting a whole lot, but Oh, I love it. Okay, I like not very thick mascara, but just ones that separate your lashes and give you almost length, not so much volume. And so this one has a curved wand. And basically what I do is I take that curve towards me. Also, you can tightline your upper waterline, but I am not so good at doing that, and I have very sensitive eyes, so sticking that up there without being able to pull it away from my eye is also very hard for me to do, so I don't like to do that step, but feel free to do that if you like it. And next I'm going to take, there's a couple options that you could do. Now you could do almost like a Your Lips but better color, so you would, okay, this is Kate Lipstick, Lasting Finish Lipstick by Rimmel. And this is the shade 101. It should look like this. So you could use something nude like this with a gloss on top. One of my favorite glosses of the moment is Color Sensational Shine Gloss by Maybelline, and it's in the shade Pink Shock. So this, love this. And I'm just going to show you the color, but basically it's a bright pink color. So when you pair it on top with this nuder kind of pink, it almost brightens it up. Really, with this look, you could use any color of lipstick because you're not actually using that much color on your eyes. It's very natural, so you wipe that off. Next, I'm going to show you my favorite, which is either a red or a very bright pink. So I've got this MUA lipstick in shade number 3, which I got this recently and I also love this. So it's just a very, very bright hot pink color. I'm going to put that on. So you could do something like this. I would say this is probably one of my favorite looks, a red or a really bright pink with the dark eyes, because normally when you do put dark eyeliner on, it's good to balance out your face. So as you can see, I've left my cheeks pretty bare. I've used the Candid Coral by e.l.f. and I used a little bit of the MUA highlighter on. So then another trend that is very, very hot right now is using purple lipstick. I never owned a purple lipstick, I never planned to own one, but I have 2. And I would say one, okay, I have one. This one is also by MUA in shade 2. And it's not totally purple, but definitely got purple tone. Sorry if these lip swatches aren't perfect, but obviously I'm trying to hurry as I'm showing you a couple, so. Or you could wear something darker like this. Now, I personally love them all, but the red is definitely my favorite, so that's it for this makeup look. So, if you have any other suggestions or you'd like to see any other kind of videos, please let me know in the comments below, and please like and subscribe to my channel. I also have a blog, which is bittersweetshelby.blogspot.co.uk, which I have many, many posts on there already. Some eye looks, some reviews, basically everything all beauty and fashion, so check it out.